Okay, so this is our same yesterday's topic, work and energy. So yesterday we seen what is work when we calculate the work done. Now see, I'm holding this book. All of you can see this. I'm holding this one. So is there work being done at this position if I'm holding only book? Yes.
Science.
Yes. But is this work being done at this place if I'm holding only this book?
No, teacher.
No, very correct. Now I'm lifting this book. See, I'm lifting this book from this position to this position. Now work being done?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes, very correct. So when only the holding the load is not important, that is what displaced or moved. Just when I hold this book at this position, there is no displacement of the object. Isn't it what we learned yesterday? There should be displacement, application of a force and displacement. When I lift this book from this position to this, then it get displaced from this to this up to this distance. So when it get displaced, then only you can say work is done. Now I'm adding 1, 2, 3 books, but I'm still holding this one. See, oh my God, I'm holding so many books now. But I'm holding only. Is the work being done right now?
No, work is not done.
Correct, very good. So then only, though I'm holding lots of books, so many heavy load I'm holding, see how much it has become heavier now. But then only there is no work is done because no displacement. Yes, when I lift little bit this stack of books, then you can say work is done because displacement must be there. Very correct. So you are understanding the concept, children. Very good. Now we will go ahead. I'm sharing my this one. Okay. Welcome all on our BMC online portal. My name is Gitanjali and our topic is work and energy. So yesterday we go many of this point, like what is when we consider a work to be done in a physics, that is when a force acting on a body and produces displacement, then only we can say the work is done. So for that, displacement means the movement of that object is very, very important. Then what is displacement? We go through that. Displacement means the shortest distance calculated between the initial point and the final point. Isn't it? If the movement is in a round or a optical circular path, then there is zero displacement we are considering because the starting point and the ending point of that object is the same. Then there is no displacement. Unit of a work is force into displacement is the formula to calculate the work, and the SI unit of a work is joule. Then we see when there is a application of a force is in a perpendicular direction of a displacement, then what is work is zero. We are considering work done as a zero because when there is a right angle between the force and a displacement, that means 90 degree, if there is a 90-degree angle, then the work said to be zero. Here, Man is trying to push the car, but the car is not moving at all, then the work done is 0 again. Let me see why we get tired after physical exercise. That means we are feeling a drain of energy. We required energy. We said that, oh no, now no energy left with me. I need a rest. I need a food, isn't it? That means to do a work, energy is important or energy is required. Energy is what? Is a capacity or an ability to do work. And the SI unit of energy is again similar as a joule. Then there are different forms of energy. Yes, the shortcut is remember to MELTS. MELTS means M stand for mechanical energy, E stand for electrical energy, L stand for light energy, T stand for thermal energy. Thermal means heat energy, and S stand for sound energy. Then we see kinetic and potential energy. That is the part of a mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the addition of a kinetic energy and potential energy. So we see in the potential, what is the potential energy? That is body possesses due to a state of a rest. So there is a condition when any object is at a rest condition, they are stable, then it has what? Potential energy, because after moving or releasing, that object can do work. That means it has some sort of energy stored in it because of its position. And what position? Mostly at the height it gets rested. Yes, we see this is the when the this spring is compressed, it has potential energy, and as soon as it's released, that potential energy convert into what? Kinetic energy. Bow and arrow, when the arrow is stretched, it has potential energy, and when it is released, that energy convert into kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy is possessed by body due to its speed or the motion. Whenever any object you find it is moving little bit, it has a motion, that means it can possess what? Kinetic energy. Store water in a dam, potential energy as well as kinetic energy. Then the chemical energy. So what is chemical energy? Is the energy which is stored in the matters and get released due to the chemical reaction processes. So what is the example? Chemical energy, heat, light, sound, all these are the examples of basically chemical energy, because we are using certain sort of a chemical and they provide us a heat, light, or a convert into the sound. So what it's make to produce such a type of energy is this another energy which is stored in that chemical, let's say. So food come under chemical energy. Though we are considering we are eating food, but ultimately we can say that we are eating chemicals. So chemical energy stored in a bond form in the food get released after eating and we get that energy. So this is the example of chemical energy. This one again, store energy, which is a chemical energy, fossil fuel, coal, you can say. This is the example of what? Chemical energy. Because energy is stored and when we utilize it, it gets converted into the different other forms of energy. Say for example, coal, when we burn the coal, it converts into the heat and light energy. So there's some sort of energy already stored in that. Heat energy. The largest source of heat energy is what? Sun. Sunlight contains heat energy. Heat energy of a sun maintain temperature of our earth. Because of the earth, because of the sunlight, the temperature is getting maintained, and heat energy is used in the kitchen, used for the commercial purpose. It is produced by a different means. Yes, heat energy we are getting from many forms. Say for example, fossil fuel, coal, many things you can say. Electricity, from electricity also we are getting heat energy. So what is mean by heat energy? Whenever any object is hot, then you can say it is a heat energy. When we burn the coal, this cup of coffee, this one is hot, then this is what? Heat energy. But what about this candle? Yes, student. What about this candle? Is
Chemical and light energy.
correct. Light energy as well as heat energy. It is providing heat also. If you feel near that candle flame, then you will feel the heat, no? So it provide heat as well as light energy. Mostly, many objects are not providing only a single type of energy. They provide more than one type of energy. Okay, very good, Nabi. So light energy. Light energy, heat and light, there is a little bit difference in that. So light energy means what? It allows us to see object around us. Yes, because of light, we can able to see the objects. Plants absorb sunlight and make their own food, and light energy transformed into the food energy. And this light energy, which is plant trapped from the sun, they convert that energy into the food energy. Means what? Food energy means again chemical energy. So see, the energy forms are just conversion. They are converting from one form into the another form. So light energy, when we are able to see all objects around us. So this is the example of a light energy. Light. So this bulb also, when we try to touch, when it is lighted, then it will feel heated. So this bulb again provide light energy as well as heat energy. Okay. Sound energy. Sound energy is what? Produced by vibrating bodies. Vibrating bodies, whenever any body is vibrate, it is produce a sound because sounds are vibrations. Whenever vibrations are there, sound is there. Or vice versa, when sound is there, there must be vibrations behind that. So vibrating or moving bodies, again, you know, vibrating or if body is moving, any object is moving, that means it has what? Kinetic energy. So sound energy and kinetic energy are related one. Speaker, earphone, headphone, these are the examples of what? Sound energy. Electrical energy. Electrical energy, electricity, generation of electricity is called as a electrical energy. It is get produced in a power station and transferred to the desired station or a places. It is called electrical energy. So for the production of electricity, we use a water source or the coal as a source for the production of electricity. See, again, the energy is converting from coal store chemical energy convert into what? Electrical energy. When it is a hydro project, then the water store water energy convert into what? Electrical energy. So transformation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. This is very important. In energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be transformed from one form to another form. This is very, very important one. So whenever we say or call, we got such a type of energy, as just now I said, the electrical energy. So electricity we are producing, if we are producing from a hydropower station, means we are using water for the production of electricity. That means that store energy of water we are converting into what? Electrical energy. So it is only transformation of energy from one form into the another one. There is no creation of energy. So this is the cycle. You can say how the energy get converted. See the conversion cycle. So water cycle, basically water, here the example of a hydroelectric power station. So water, there is one cycle for the water cycle is there, that is the evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and this is the cycle. And this is whether we got the rainfall or a precipitation, and that rainwater we are collecting in a huge dam. See the cycle, transformation of energy. Now you can say in a first diagram, sun is a source of energy. Yes, this solar energy now get converted as because that get utilized for the evaporation and clouds are formed and again the rainfall is there or the precipitation is there. So this is one cycle. So solar energy now it is get converted into the rainwater. That water we are storing in the high dams, big dams. So store water is again the potential energy. Now the potential energy of water when it get released, it form a hydroelectric energy. That is called the hydroelectric energy when we use the water for the electricity, and the electricity is again generated. Now this potential energy and kinetic energy of a water convert into the electric energy. And that electric energy, when we use for any devices, say for the light, in a light bulb or in a fridge or in a microwave, so different, again the different form of energy. When we use for in a light bulb, it is a light energy. When we use for a microwave, it is a heat energy, isn't it? So this is a cycle of a transformation of energy. Energy get transformed from one form into the another, next, and this way a cycle is continuing. Okay. So energy conversion, see, first diagram, first chart, chemical energy, yes, food store, in a food, there is a store, chemical energy is there. So it is chemical energy. When we eat that food, so we get energy, and that energy now when this boy is riding the bicycle, so that chemical energy convert into the mechanical energy. Again, below that, electrical energy, when we use for lighting a lamp, it is convert into the as a light energy. Below that, what is that? Yes, student. Below this?
Sunlight and plant.
Yes, that means it is indicate what?
Sunlight give sunlight. From sunlight, plants are growing. So
Yes.
Sunlight convert into chemical energy.
Very correct. Very good. So light energy or the solar energy get convert into what? Chemical energy. Yes, very correct. Next one, there is a cell and a torch is there. What it indicates? Anushka?
Chemical energy into light energy.
Yes. So
chemical energy convert into light energy.
Very correct. So chemical energy is stored in that cell, that when we use that cell in a storage, then this chemical energy get convert into the light energy. Yes, very good. Yes, next. Avinash.
Chemical energy is converted into mechanical energy.
But which chemical energy in what?
Liquid.
Yes. So chemical energy stored in a petrol or in a fossil fuel get convert into the mechanical energy when we drive a car. Then a car is using what? The fossil fuel or the petrol or a diesel. So in that, chemical energy get convert into the mechanical energy. Next one.
Electrical energy into heat energy.
Yes. So in this, for second diagram, we see that electrical energy convert into the light energy because we are using or lighting a lamp. But in this one, electrical energy is get used for the toaster. So toaster is a heating device. So electrical energy now convert into the heat energy. Very correct. Very good. So sources of energy, there are different sources of energy from where we are getting. Source means from where we are getting energy. So they are basically renewable and non-renewable sources. So a renewable in that solar, hydro, wind power, geothermal power, and the biomass is there. And the non-renewable fossil fuel, coal, natural gas, all these are there in the sources, non-renewable. So let's see one by one just. So solar energy. Yes, solar energy. This is the source. Solar energy we are using. Which device we are using for that? Yes, Shruti.
Non-conventional energy.
Okay, non-conventional energy you are saying. Solar energy is what? Devices we are using. Yes. So solar cooker, panel, these are the devices we are using on the in that devices. What happened? Solar energy get trapped and convert into the, if there is a light panel, that solar energy convert into the what? light energy. If there is a solar cooker, then it is converted into the heat energy. If there is this one is a solar water heater, then solar energy convert into the heat energy again. So these are the sources. So there are the many devices. This one is what? Wind energy. Wind energy. Again, we are utilizing a power of a wind, the speed of a wind to run the turbine. What happening actually inside this wind or inside, how we are producing? There are turbines which are rotating continuously, and by the rotation of that turbine, electricity are get generated. This is the basic concept of the energy production or electricity production. So in a wind energy, we are saying you are looking this windmills. In that windmill, the backside of that windmill, there are big turbines are placed, and when the wind is blowing, then this that fans are rotating, and along with that, the turbine inside place inside that backside of a fan, they are rotating, and the electricity get generated. This is the main concept. The rotation of a turbine is the main concept in each one: hydropower, wind power, or water, ocean energy. So wind energy, in this, the speed of a wind we are utilizing to generation of electricity. Then the tidal energy. See the tidal energy, the turbine are placed between this one wall is there written as a dam, and coastal area. Tidal energy, so high tide and low tide type energy we are using, or that duration and the place we are using to generate the electricity. So between that, one wall is a place, and between that wall there is one turbine again place. See the turbine is written over there. So when the water come inside and go outside, with the on the speed of that water, that turbine is again rotating, and the rotation of a turbine means what? The generation of the electricity. And it is the place of the tidal energy is the coastal area, because we are using the tidal energy. So the coastal area or the seashore is the place where we can utilize such a type of energy. So this is what, these all are the some sort of a free sources are free, and non-polluting sources. So it is a very good and healthy for the environment also. Now the hydroelectric power stations, here again, those we are storing the water in a big dam and then releasing. And below, when the water get released, the below side at there are, see the turbines are placed again. And on the movement of the speed of a water, those turbines are again moving, rotating, and the electricity get generated. Then the ocean waves, this is the, again another and new source of this one electricity. See ocean waves, here we are placing this fans like structure inside the sea. And the tidal is, we are placing that turbine at the coastal area or on the seashore, you can say. But in the ocean wave, we are placing this turbine structure inside a deep sea. And during the water current, this turbine or the fans are moving, and along with that fans, again the turbine are moving and generating the electricity. So all these are the sources are free, clean, pollution free, environment friendly. Hence, we are using these sources as energy sources. And these are again not like a fossil fuel, they are depleting, and we are not able to again generate it. But yes, we have to carefully, then only we have to use it very carefully. Then the atomic energy. See the atomic energy stations are there. So in India, we are basically using uranium and thorium as a source of atomic energy. By this chemical, radiations are generating, and by this, we are getting lots of energy, big energy. This is a very good source of energy, but yes, it is a little bit costly, but it is the future of India, isn't it? So atomic energy, uranium and thorium we are using to form the electricity. Then what? There are different ways to save energy. Yes. How many ways can you say that? How you can save energy? Yes. Have to answer.
When nobody in a room, off light and fan.
Very good. Yes.
Close the tap. Close the tap to save water
Very nice. Close the tap, close the fans, lights whenever.
Don't waste foods.
Yes. Yes, answer. Any other different ways to save the energy, conserve the energy?
Save
Yes,
more. Wasting energy is some as wasting money. We will
yes,
not
very
we
good.
won't see we, we use that our home is not free but cost us a loss, so saving energy will save money too.
Very correct. So saving energy, it is very important. It is going to save our money also. So save energy, that means you are saving your own money. Yes, this is very important because human being understand mostly the language of money. So very good. Yes. Any more things you can do to save the energy? Any new ideas? Yes. Shruti?
Turn off lights when leaving a room.
Yes, you said. Yeah. That you have to, all you have to do this thing. Huh? Don't only for the answer giving, you just maintain the sentence. You have to do at the every time, whenever you found such things, at any places, not in your home, houses, buildings, but any places, public places also, then close the tabs and do these things, because we are now learning these things. And why it is important? Because as someone said that yes, it is equally important when we conserve or save the energy. That means we are saving our own money. So that is very important, and we should think about our future generation also, that they must get some all these resources as the nature is providing freely, but we have to take care of that. Very good. So the energy sources which do not produce smoke and carbon gases are called as the green energy resources. So what is the green energy resource? When there is no smoke and carbon gases. Say just now whatever energy resources we seen, like hydroelectricity, tidal, ocean, wind energy sources, all these are what? Solar energy come under what? Green energy sources, because none of that they are going to produce smoke or the carbon gases. So hence it is called as clean energy sources, polluted free energy sources. Yes, but when we are using coal as for the generation of electricity, then the burning of a coal itself create lots of heat and fumes, smokes, release many pollutant in the air, isn't it? And then we are getting the electricity, but at the cost of this one pollution, we are getting the electricity. So instead of coal and all these things, fossil fuel, burning of a fossil fuel again generate what? Air pollution. So instead of that, we can go for this clean energy sources, which is called as a green energy sources, because they are not produce smoke, carbon gases or air pollutant. They are not releasing in the air. So these are called green energy sources. Yes. So student, this is the revision of our this one topic, work and energy. Any doubt do you have now?
No doubts. No doubts.
Yes, very good. That means you are studying very well. So
Thank you, teacher.
keep studying, read your textbook, revise the things many more time, watch our videos. If you have doubt, go for the videos, just watch it repeatedly so your doubt get cleared more and more. And if not, then you can ask your teachers also, isn't it? Good.